Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to another episode of Gratitude and Gains, where we're going to get our bodies moving, get our blood pumping, set our gratitude and our goals so we can keep moving higher throughout the week. Super excited you're here with me this morning. Let's go ahead and check in the chat. Let me know where you are tuning in from. All right, we get people from all over the world, so go ahead and check in with me in the chat. Would love to give you a quick shout out. And I'm excited you're here, all right? If this is your first time here and you're like, who the heck is this guy? What the heck is he doing running on this treadmill? That's cool. I'd love to welcome you. Just go ahead and put a 1 in the chat so I know it's your first time. If you have been here before, you already know what time it is. Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel so you get notifications when I go live. So let's go ahead and dive on in. Let's rock, let's roll, let's go. All right, this morning, I am super grateful for how I am waking up this morning. I'm going to tell you, I'm waking up feeling good, feeling clear, motivated, and aware, right? Super aware this morning. I got good energy, and I also feel a little bit of pressure. All right, I'm going to tell you, I feel a little bit of pressure, but not panic, not stress, just pressure that comes from, knowing that what the right things are right now that matter the most, okay? And I'm grateful for that. It's kind of like prioritizing things. Pressure can be a bad thing if you let it be. I look at it as a good thing. I look at it as a signal, right? It's a signal right now that tells me I need to focus. And that's what today's message is going to be all about. So I want you to hang with me. I'm going to talk about focus, how we can lock in and get things done, all right? Because right now, I'm feeling this pressure. It's a good thing. It means it's time to focus, time to lock in, time to simplify things, time to lead myself well. And I'm also grateful. I'm super grateful for that because this is progress. Progress is happening right now. Things are moving, things are shaking, and I'm locking in. So I'm grateful for progress and for the work that's already done. And for the work that's ahead of me. I'm grateful for that as well. I'm also grateful for the clarity that's starting to settle in and for the discipline, right, to make decisions that protect my momentum instead of draining it, right? And I'll explain that because I am that entrepreneur that gets caught up in all the shiny things, all the new things. I get caught up in it, and it's because I want to do a lot. I got dreams and visions and things I got to do. And there's a lot to do. There's a lot of information, a lot of different ways to do business these days. And so you get caught up in trying this, trying that, right? Which can be a good thing, but it can also be a distraction. And so right now it's about locking in and prioritizing things. And so that's the season that I am in. And I'm grateful for it. Super excited. All right, let's see. We've got some folks coming in the chat. Thank you for being here with us. All right, we got MD. Good morning. How do you reduce stomach fat? Stomach fat. Hey, great question. Diet and exercise, my friend. Just what I'm doing right now. Diet and exercise. All right. We also got Jamie. Good morning. Good to see you again from England. Hello. Good to see you from England. Guys, tell me where you're chatting from. Rep your city, rep your hood, or country. Right? Tell me where you're tuning in from in the chat. Would love to give you guys a shout out. And yes, I see your comment, MD. Losing stomach fat, okay, is easier. Let's put it this way: easier said than done. Right? Easier said than done. It's one of those things. Diet and exercise, right? You have to watch what you're eating, watch what you're putting in. And then you gotta actively work out every day. And that's easy to say, but harder to do, right? You got to do it though. So information, right? They say knowledge is power. How many of you have ever heard knowledge is power? Put a me in the chat. If you've ever heard the saying knowledge is power, just type a me in the chat, okay? Because I'm going to tell you, knowledge is not power. Okay, knowledge is not power. It's the application of knowledge. It's acting on that knowledge. Again, we all know how to lose weight, diet, and exercise, right? Okay, well, why are so many people overweight or not as healthy as they'd like to be? Because they're not actually doing it. I found myself yesterday eating a couple of cupcakes. We're in the holiday season. I'm like, these cupcakes are good, right? I shouldn't have ate those cupcakes. Easier said than done. It's knowledge isn't power. It's the application of knowledge. All right. So anyways, hopefully that helps you, MD. It's real simple, but it's real hard. Okay. I see your comment there. Walk 30 minutes, reduce stomach. Yeah. Walk, get out there, walk, run. Look, I'm not doing a hard run in here. I'm not running like 10 miles an hour or anything like that. I'm running 4 miles an hour. Okay, this is a light jog, right? Just a light jog. Not anything super fast, right? And I do this for, I don't know, maybe a couple miles, 2 miles. Maybe more sometimes, maybe less, depending on how long this show goes. But then I do some other workout. Like I got a gym behind me. I do a bunch of other stuff, okay? So it's not just the running, it's lifting weights, But again, I would say probably, the most important thing is that diet. Oh my gosh, it's the diet, okay? So anyway, I love that you asked that question, a little bit off topic this morning, but I want to be here for you. We got England in the house. Love that. Austria, good morning. Good to see you. We got Nikova. Let's see. What'd you say? When you get into cool places. Okay, cool. All right, well, let's go ahead and move forward. Let me get to the message of today. All right, the message of the day today is real simple. My devotional, it talked about ongoing problems as teachers, right? Like, problems that just don't seem to go away. And to use that as a teacher. And I thought about that in my own life. I've got some problems that, man, I tell you what, I wish they would go away. But it talked about reframing it and looking at it as a positive, right? And I love that. It actually hit home, right? Not every challenge shows up to stop you. Right? Think about that. Not every challenge shows up to stop you. Some of those challenges, right, show up to shape you, to mold you, to make you stronger. Right? So if something keeps coming back around, like keeps showing up over and over and over again, it's usually pointing to a lesson that hasn't really been integrated yet. It hasn't really sunk in. Whether that's priorities, boundaries, focus, timing, whatever the case may be, there's a lesson that hasn't really sunk in yet, okay? So gratitude, guys, shifts the weight of the problem. Gratitude shifts the weight of the problem. When you're grateful for it and you're looking for those lessons, okay? I'm trying to adjust my screen here. Sorry about that. When you're grateful for it and you're looking for those lessons, right, it shifts the weight of the problem. Man, my screen keeps dropping back. Hold up. There we go. Got it. Got it. Okay. So instead of looking at those problems like, oh my gosh, these will never go away, right, be grateful for it because there's a lesson inside of it. I often tell people that if you can even document the process of overcoming that problem, okay, so let's say it's a big problem. It keeps showing up over and over and over and over again. If you document that, you may find when you actually solve that problem and you come out with a solution, that there could be a business solution in there. You might be able to create a product. You might be able to create a solution like a physical product or a digital product or coaching program or write a book or sky's the limit. Like if you can solve that problem, especially if it's a big problem and you can solve that for people, you may be turning your setback into your comeback. Okay, you may be looking at wow, I just cracked this code. I just solved this huge problem. And because if you've gone through that problem, chances are somebody else is going through that problem. And oh my gosh, if it's a huge problem and you're able to solve that for people, the bigger the problem, the bigger the payday, right? So the bigger the impact. So I'm just saying, think about that. When I was reading my devotional this morning, it really got me thinking. It's like, okay, all right, look at those problems as a blessing. They're shaping you. They're making you stronger. And if you really look at it, you could actually turn that into a blessing, right? And just looking at it, reshaping it with gratitude, right? It shifts the weight of the problem. It doesn't remove responsibility. It just reframes it, right? And when you stop fighting the season you're in, you stop struggling, you start fighting it, right? Stop fighting it. You can actually learn how to move through it with more clarity, less resistance, and maybe even turn that setback into a comeback, right? That's the way you need to look at your problems, look at your challenges, look at your struggles. Like, be grateful for them, be thankful for them. Tell God, thank you. Thank you for putting this obstacle in my way and making me stronger, right? That changes your perspectives on things. Instead of going, oh, woe is me, and victim mentality, and I can't believe this is happening to me, and all of that, like, just reframe it and say thank you. You know, say thank you. Thank you, God, for putting this obstacle in front of me that's making me stronger, right? That's how you do it. All right, so we got Chef X is in the house. How are you? Good morning. Good to see you. All right. Sydney, good morning. Good to see you. Hello, hello, hello. Hope y'all are all doing well. But have y'all ever had a challenge in your life, an obstacle that you were able to reframe and turn it into a positive instead of a negative? Because I promise if you look for it, there is a positive. You just got to look for it. You just got to look for it. But you can't find it if you're in a victim mindset. If you're in a victim mindset, you will never find the blessing. You'll never find it. Okay? Because you're not looking for it and you're pointing fingers and you're saying why this and that and the other. Like, you got to stop for a minute and be grateful for it. And then you potentially could find a blessing in it. All right? All right. So today, let me tell you where I'm at. All right. Right now, I'm in a season of prioritization. All right. That doesn't mean I'm abandoning my vision, because some things are going to get put on the back burner right now. Some things are going to get put on pause or delay. Right. It doesn't mean I'm abandoning the vision, though. It just means I'm protecting it, actually. It means I'm putting the oxygen on my face first. I'm putting my oxygen mask on first, right? So I can stabilize and execute, finish what needs to be finished, so the bigger vision has something solid to stand on, right? A foundation to stand on, right? So I'm not trying to build a house of cards. I'm trying to build something solid. And I need to put the oxygen mask on myself first, prioritize what needs to get done. The focus right now is the Career Transition Summit. I'm going to get that across the finish line. You've heard me talking about this. I have a Career Transition Summit now where I teach job seekers, people that are in between jobs, especially people that are 50 plus, dealing with ageism and things like that. I teach them how to recover their income, how to turn their setback into their comeback. And I love it. I get to lift those people up, get to motivate them, encourage them, inspire them, teach them, coach them, and show them the way to get back to their income today. Okay, and I just love it. I'm excited about it. I love doing it. I got to teach a class yesterday. And anyways, I have this summit that I already currently have, but I've been retooling it, re-energizing it. And the new version is going to just blow people away. All right, and that's my goal. That's my focus right now. And getting that across the finish line, I'll be launching in the new year. Okay, so right now, that's the focus. Not because it's the only dream, It's not the only thing I'm trying to accomplish. Trust me, I got a lot of other stuff I'm working on. But right now, it's the thing that needs to get finished now. It needs to get finished right now. So execution creates space, right? When I execute that and I get that done, it's going to open up space. It's going to release a weight off my shoulders, right? Clarity follows completion. When you get things complete, it's like, it feels good. When you check things off when you check some boxes. How many of you are box checkers? I'm a box checker. I gotta check the box, get it done. And I feel better. I'm like, okay, that's done. Because it weighs on you. It actually holds you down if you've been like, it needs to get done, and it's just kind of like you've been maybe procrastinating or whatever. It feels good to just check that box and get it done. Right? And momentum starts to compound when you stop juggling all of these priorities at once. And that's totally me. Like right now, as I'm talking to you, I'm preaching to the choir. Like I'm talking to myself, okay? I'm telling myself right now, I do this too often where I juggle so many priorities at once. So prioritization is what I'm learning right now in this season. So the lesson for you guys is that prioritization is not quitting. It's leadership, right? You can honor the long-term vision while still committing to what needs to be executed today. You can still hold on to the vision. I'm not losing the vision. I'm not letting that go. I'm just focusing on what needs to be done today. Focus is not limitation. It's actually strategy. Okay? And I just had to remind myself that today. Wanted to share that with you. And I got an action step for you guys as we land this plane this morning, okay? I want you to ask yourself, what needs your full attention right now? Not eventually, but right now. What needs your full attention? Is there something that you need to get done? Whether that's in your wealth, health, business, career, your relationships, your faith, whatever the case is there something you need to get done? If you have something in your head right now that you're like, yeah, that's the thing I need to get done. I know what I need to do. I need to get that done. Been kind of pushing that off for a while. All right, just put a 1 in the chat. Okay? If you have something in your head right now that's like, oh man, you know what? I know I need to do that. All right? Again, it could be in your career, it could be in your business, it could be in your health. Like maybe you need to get in shape. A lot of people are setting their New Year's resolutions and all of that kind of stuff. What is it for you? Just put a 1 in the chat. Is there something that you need to be prioritizing right now? Right? And then what I want you to do is ask yourself, what can wait without being abandoned? Like, what else can I put on the back burner right now? What can I remove for just temporarily? I can just put that aside so I can get this done. Right? What do I need to remove in order to execute and finish? And then make one clear decision that reduces the noise and increases execution. All right? That's what I want you guys to do. 1. All right, I see Mike. Mike says, Mickey. Mickey, not Mike. Mickey, good morning. She put a 1 in the chat. Appreciate you sharing that. That's your next step. Think about what you need to remove in order to execute. It doesn't mean that you're going to put those down and like abandon them. It just means that you're going to make some space for yourself so you can go all in and execute on that thing. And then take the very next step, right? Hopefully that helps you, okay? So as we land this plane this morning, would love for you guys to go check out the Who You Know Show podcast. I just actually dropped a new episode today. On that show, guys, let me tell you what that's all about. It's different from this, all right? Here I'm just sharing things I'm going through, things I'm grateful for, things I need to do, some lessons, takeaways, things like that. I'm sharing, okay? I do this every morning. I'm up here on this treadmill anyway, so I might as well get up here and share. But the normal Who You Know Show podcast is a little different, okay? On that podcast, I get to interview today's top thought leaders, experts, CEOs, business owners, entrepreneurs, best-selling authors, coaches, celebrities, you name it. People that are very successful. I interview people that are way more successful than I am, okay? I'm going to tell you that right now. Like, these people I'm interviewing are amazing. And I get to lean on them. I get to ask them questions. I get to figure out what's their blueprint to success. It helps me, and I hope it helps you. That's the goal. Right? We all need to rise together. And if I can extract their knowledge and wisdom from their lifetime of figuring out whatever they figured out, like, it doesn't have to take a lifetime. The shortest way to get from point A to point B, if you're lost, is to pull over and ask somebody who's already been there for directions. Like, get the roadmap from them, because success leaves clues. And so that's what the podcast is about. I want to help you in your wealth, health, business, career, relationships, in your life. Okay? So check out the Who You Know Show podcast, subscribe to the channel, and that way you can get all the notifications when I go live and all that good stuff. So, all right, in closing, guys, my closing thought for you is this. If you're feeling pressure right now, it doesn't mean that something's wrong. Right now, I got pressure on me. It doesn't mean something's wrong. Okay? It may mean that you're being asked to lead yourself differently. Right? It may mean that something needs to change. That's all it means. To simplify, to commit, to execute. It means that maybe you just need to show up a little bit differently. That's all. And putting the oxygen on your face first, that's not selfish. It's actually responsible. Because if I don't protect myself, I can't help other people. I got to be able to help, in order for me to help other people, I got to go ahead and put that oxygen on myself first. So I'm putting down a few things, okay, in order to prioritize, in order to get the foundation strong enough so that I can make an impact, right? That's not selfish. It's responsible. It's good leadership, right? And I'm not giving up on the dream. Neither are you. You're not giving up on your dream. You're creating space to actually build it, all right? And just trust the process. Respect the timeline. Like, things for me haven't always, actually, they very rarely happen in my timeline. But I'm respecting the process, respecting the timeline, and stay focused on what moves the needle right now, okay? And let's go ahead and win the day. Let's rock. Let's roll. Let's go. All right, we got Ken Moore's in the house. Good morning, Ken. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. All right, I got Ab is in the house. He says, I want to make a very profitable business deal with you. What do you think? Man, I appreciate that so stinking much. But as I just mentioned, man, I got so much on my plate right now. I'm removing, not adding. So I'm grateful, thankful, and maybe we can talk about that at a later time. But as of right now, I'm creating space in order to execute on my vision. All right. So thank you. Grateful. Reach out to me. Right. You know where I'm at. You can find me on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. Just look for Trevor Houston. You can find me wherever, on all the channels. Okay. You can find me. Let's talk about it. But as of right now, I'm going to just politely decline because, again, space. I got to create space to execute. I can't take on a new shiny thing, a new business deal, a new venture, a new this, a new that. I just can't. So grateful, appreciative, but respectfully decline at this moment, my friend. But reach out to me. Maybe sometime in the future we can talk about it, okay? All right. Guys, that's the show. Oh, hold up before we go. We got Joanne Brazley is in the house. Attitude of gratitude. I'm grateful for you, for being here. You're catching the last of the show, but that's okay. I'm grateful you got here anyways, just in time for that shout out. My friend. Good to see you, Joanne. Guys, that's the show. It's all about who you know. Bye.